Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Eddie Walsh, and I have the pleasure of introducing the Valedictorian of the Grizzlies Prep class of 2022, Phillip Richmond Jr. This young man came to Grizzlies Prep in 5th grade and has been demonstrating all 6 core values since day one. Phillip has shown commitment in his attendance in all the grades 5 through 8 and his active roles on both the swim team and the championship basketball team. He's demonstrated courage by speaking his mind in class and through his work on the Memphis Grizzlies Youth Council alongside his friend and teammate Bruce Cooper. Phillip has exhibited grit in his relentless work ethic that has led him to success in school and sports, most notably in his basketball team's recent city championship and state playoff run. Let's clap it up for the basketball team, Laura. Phillip has demonstrated responsibility in his consistency in meeting deadlines and mastery of CPR life-saving skills. Mr. Richmond has an aura of integrity that is illustrated in how he treats his peers and adults alike. Anyone familiar with our kickboard leaderboard is used to seeing his name in those top 3 spots. Of all of our core values, Phillip has internalized excellence the most. His academic excellence has led him to earning the title of Valedictorian, not just this year, but also back in 5th grade. His excellence has also earned him a spot on the rigorous Grizzlies Scholars program that we heard about earlier tonight. Outside of the classroom, Phillip's excellence has led him to earning the title of co-MVP of the SCIAA City Championship alongside his friend and teammate Jalen Cooley. This athletic excellence has helped his swim team earn 2 third-place finishes and his basketball team make history. This young man is the epitome of what it means to be a Grizzlies Prep student-athlete. We wish him luck and know he will succeed next year at Christian Brothers High School, in college, and in life. Please join me in welcoming the Valedictorian of the class of 2022, Phillip Richmond Jr.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
My name is Phillip Richmond Jr. and I am honored to stand before you tonight as Grizzlies Prep's 8th grade class of 2022 Valedictorian. Before I get started, just let me say this. As I look out at my fellow GP brothers, guys, we look good today.
All right.
I'm proud to be a part of such a sophisticated group of young men.
All right.
Academic promotions are an exciting time. They are celebrations of endings and new beginnings. It's a time to reflect on memories of our past as we refocus and continue preparing for the dreams of our future. Our middle school years have definitely been historical. We set the tone for what's now known as virtual learning among schools. However, after being separated, we got to come together and spend our last year with friends and familiar faces. Our comeback has been a strong one. As a student body led by our amazing teachers and staff, we weren't just successful academically. Instead, we made some memorable strides outside of the classroom as well. We came back letting others know that the young men of Grizzlies Prep strive to be the best in all we do. Our basketball team, led by myself and 4 other of my fellow 8th grade brothers, won both the district and city championships for the first time.
Yes, sir.
Our swim team placed 3rd in the Shelby County League out of all Shelby County schools. Again, several of my other 8th grade classmates took part in that as well. And our first year choir participated in several concerts and even scored excellence in a competition this year.
All right.
And certainly, but not last, even our debate team won several competitions, ranking nationally with several 8th grade leaders leading that accomplishment as well. As you can see, GP most definitely showed out in a major way this year.
Yeah.
Together, we've broken records and set some high standards. I'd like to think that our Grizzlies Prep values were at the core of our wins. From the classroom and beyond, our GP core values have conditioned and prepared us as young men. I know that I'm ready for the next leg of my academic journey, and I highly doubt that any of us are leaving GP the way we came.
All right.
We entered as boys, but we will exit as GP young men. Now, some may be wondering, what exactly is a GP young man? Let me tell you a little bit about the young men behind these bow ties and blazers we see today. A Grizzlies prep young man is responsible. As a student athlete, I've been accountable for myself, my actions, and all of my assignments and projects, both virtually and in person. Even while juggling the demands at home, practices, basketball games, swim meets, and other meetings. A Grizzlies prep young man has integrity. I strive to do what's right even when no one is watching.
All right.
A Grizzlies prep young man is courageous. I'm not afraid to try new things, and I'm confident when voicing my opinion without the fear of being judged.
Yes.
A Grizzlies prep young man is committed. When I start something, I finish it,
All
seeing
right.
it through to the very end. A Grizzlies prep young man strives for excellence. I work hard to be the best in every single thing that I do. And most importantly, a Grizzlies prep young man models grit. Like the Memphis Grizzlies, my grit and grind mentality pushes me to consistently put in the hard work, even on days that I may not feel like it. I remain positive, persevere, and press through challenges, though never giving up. I ended my first year at Grizzlies Prep as the 5th grade class valedictorian, and it's a proud personal accomplishment knowing that I'm finishing the way I started.
All right now. Yes, sir.
Responsibility, integrity, courage, commitment, excellence, and grit are just some of the characteristics that our school's culture have helped to instill in each of us. These core values are the heart of Grizzlies Prep, and on behalf of my 8th grade class, I'd like to thank all of our teachers and staff for helping to create that culture. In the end, we appreciate every turnover, bucket, and paycheck we've earned. They may not be true for some. We're all better young men because of each of you. Life is not a sprint, but a marathon. As runners, our pace matters, and we will encounter hurdles. As we start our high school journeys, we've reached a major, pivotal moment. Though our paths will soon change because our various high school choices now separate us, we will forever be bound in our middle school days at the Grizzlies Prep Charter School. If you've ever attended a race, you can always hear cheers from the crowd. On behalf of my brothers, we extend gratitude to our friends and families and mentors who have encouraged us along the way. I'd like to thank my very own cheer squad, my mom, especially my family, my mom for being my first and forever teacher, along with my dad for being my consistent coach both on and off the court. I'm so grateful to have such a solid support system.
All right.
In relay races, there's always the passing of a baton. As an 8th grade class, we proudly pass that baton of excellence to our 7th graders and all future GP young men. To my brothers, as each of our races continue, I challenge us to never stop learning, growing, and becoming better. I challenge us to be leaders in the schools that we will now attend. I also challenge us to keep modeling our GP values as we resiliently run our races. This stretch has truly been one for the books. However, our races are nowhere near over. In the words of the late Nipsey Hussle, the marathon continues.
All right. Like you know it. All right.
Good luck as we keep pressing toward our finish lines. Thank you.
All right, sir.